Thank you.
All right, let's start here. Today we're gonna give you a tour of our little farm, I guess.
Welcome to our suburban 1 acre farm.
I like that.
We moved here about 10 years ago. It used to look a lot different. This was all grass. It was a ton of work to mow lawns. It was parched, required a lot of water, looked even remotely green, very thin soils. So over the years, we've been building it up. It's not quite as suburban looking, but we allow our lawns to fill in. As you can see, I love seeing the clover coming in. Yeah, you can kind of see across more of what our yard looked like, and so this place does look a little different than a lot of the other places in the neighborhood. Can I show you guys one of my favorite spots? Follow me. This area used to just be dead and nothing would grow here. It was just, a patch of dirt I would mow. And I started adding more and more perennials, and it really took a long time to get going. It's almost like the ecology of a reef where, until one thing starts growing and creates an anchor, and then everything kind of grows out. So it took forever. For instance, that aspen tree, I'm so excited. It's finally growing. I planted this like 6 years ago, and it never got taller than me until I think end of last year. And I have a feeling next year it's going to really start sprouting. My hope is right here, right? We'll get a grove going, and that's amongst the milkweed. So this is really like our butterfly pollinator area. This is milkweed all over here. We planted a few years back, and we had a ton of awesome visitors to it with monarchs this year.
And we got a bunch of monarch caterpillars.
Yeah, you want to look for some, guys?
Yeah, we had a few dozen that were born here, and we're moving all around. And as many people know, monarchs have to have milkweed in order to complete their life cycle. That's where they lay their eggs. That's what their caterpillars eat. And so we were so excited. This is the first year the milkweed garden has exploded, and the first year that we've seen monarch caterpillars. So we were like, we did it! And then we did a butterfly bush as well, which gives extra food for the monarchs to kind of bring them into the yard. And then of course the milkweed as well for them to lay their eggs.
And check out these coneflower, echinacea right here. These are great. Medicinal.
Of those, right?
Oh yeah.
Cute.
Great
Which
for you.
ones?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they're so
So
beautiful.
they're popping up. There's one more over there. The edible in here. Like this is all lemon balm over here. It smells so good. Makes some great tea. Tons of chive all throughout here that we'll pick. Kind of disappears over the springtime.
Yeah,
You
I
guys wanna
don't
see?
think any chive left.
So in this was one thing. This spot right over here was really tough to get going. And now it's like a capture where it's creating this wall. I think it's holding a lot of the organic matter, and these grasses are really putting deep roots down, helping make this a much more fertile area. Because this now, I can feel how squishy it is when I walk around. It's so alive and nice. And it felt like it was never going to take. It was just always going to be barren here because there's no soil to get started with. So
true.
now it's nice and thick. All right, next section.
Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, let's
Oh, where's your house, Lucy?
Oh, God. The bonus of the grasses. Easy kids.
Should we
sport.
show them through the back gate?
Yeah.
Really small, and then I got more money to buy a bigger house.
Yeah. Let's go through the gate, Lou.
Do I have to go all the way out of this?
So where we're walking right now was really, it was like a wall of poison ivy past here, and it took a long time to really clean things up. And we're just focused on getting some big, healthy, deciduous trees here. Hopefully the soapers can help us pretty soon figure out how to actually produce some syrup out of some of these guys.
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome.
One of my favorite things, we dumped probably 3 loads of chip drops. So this was all a slope. And chip drop, it's a free service. You can have arborists drop loads of chips here. You can see here's one more, but we had about 3 here built in, and that provided so much organic matter. What an amazing opportunity to take someone else's waste and basically fertilize these trees. These trees are just getting huge as a response to that. And I think it also creates a little bit of a buffer from the stuff rolling down this hill over here. And this is our kids. It's amazing too, like having this like deep north-facing deciduous forest here has been awesome on those hot summer days. Like it stays cool back here.
It
My
really
kids,
does.
there isn't a day of the year where the kids can't be out here playing or we can be chilling out here. It feels about 10 degrees cooler than when we're up at the top where the coop is, which we'll get to in a moment.
And future plan, where all the water comes and sits down here.
Yes.
Really dig this out and make a little
So the entire road runs off to that point. One of our plans is to capture that water right here. And I know a lot of stuff that's rolling off the road isn't going to be great. So I was actually thinking about creating a biochar pit here that would then sit here, and then when the water rolls off, there's chemicals and whatnot, it kind of gets filtered out in the biochar.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh my God.
So I've been accumulating a lot of wood matter down here for that.
Yes, little do the neighbors know there's a future pond coming in.
Yeah, and no ducks until there's a pond.
That's right.
So. You guys want to show? We'll show you our little orchard.
Yeah, let's do the orchard.
This is our obstacle course, by the way. You can make it all the way. Pretty good. Yeah, come on up. Little blackberry.
We have raspberry bushes and blackberry bushes all over the lawn. And we're starting to get them to take on this hill, which will be really nice. It's a little shady for them here.
It's basically always shady here.
Yes.
There's never any direct sun. So this one's actually doing, I'm actually surprised.
It's very well.
Considering it never gets direct sun, it's got berries coming in. Yeah, it'll slowly straggle, but the ones that are in tons of sun are the ones that are cool.
Oh, the fig tree's producing figs.
It's actually interesting right here too. I planted about a dozen varieties of mint, and they're struggling. Everyone always says mint takes over. Not here.
This variety is.
It's struggling. This is
Lemon balm.
it's a balm.
Ooh, here's some mixed in.
Yeah, but definitely not thriving mint. Funny
No.
enough, it's not doing great. I think it's
So
getting
shady
crowded out.
here.
Our apple trees, we definitely have neglected this area. We've just had a lot going on, so it's intertwined with all these berries and whatnot. There's a cherry tree over there. We definitely need to clean it up. It's getting choked out a bit, but you know, for a little tree, I probably should have pulled these off at the beginning of the year. The tree's still a little small to be
I know.
producing. This used to be a strawberry grove too. The things that are actually doing really well that I'm pretty stoked about are these fig trees. So these are, oh yeah, I'll let you. These are the hardy figs. So they've been out here for 3 years. I didn't think this one was going to come back, but it clearly has exploded back. It took a little bit this spring to get going. There's strawberries all intertwined in here, and this is kind of like a strawberry and asparagus patch. Again, I need to clean this part up a bit too. This whole area, we didn't get as much time as we hoped this year.
No, and there's something. Look at this.
Yeah, something came after him.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Weird.
What is that? Whoa.
that? I've never seen that.
It's pissed.
Yeah.
So I need to figure out what's going on here. I did notice whatever this is, you know, coming through. I never noticed this growth off of it.
Yeah, this is new. I'll have to look this up.
But I usually take a permaculture approach in the yard. There's so much biodiversity here. I found if I let a disease that's not going to, as long as it's not going to totally kill a plant, I just want to let it kind of run its course with the plants. So whatever this is, I got to look into it and I got to figure out what I can do to introduce it to help the plant. Ultimately, rather than trying to just kill this, I want to figure out how to help the plant eliminate this on its own so it doesn't come back. What is this?
Oh, little stink bug.
The
Wait,
grape.
can I see?
Next, we're at the grape area,
Wait.
right?
Yeah.
Can I hold the stink bug?
Yeah, he might do a stink smell.
Help.
Yeah, we should show them. This is an important part of the story.
Yeah. Overwhelming.
So this is possibly a sadder part of the story. We're really excited. So we've been planting this grape arbor here for quite a while. Planted grapes 2 years ago. Got the lumber. I'll show you here. And so now it's kind of in a standstill because ultimately what we learned is you shouldn't be planting grapes or an arbor right next to a septic tank. And so when we were digging, I was going to put these posts in. I hit some pipe, which is probably going to the
Leach field.
the leach. So going from the septic to the leach field, I hit the pipe that went there, and I started looking into it. We had been having some septic issues with grapes. They produce really deep, long vine roots, and they were probably choking out the leach field. So the plan now is honestly to relocate this entire stuff, really figure out where our septic is, and make sure we're staying clear of it. We got to figure a new place to build all this up, but we do have a ton of grapes and some solid vines going. You know, it's tricky. Mid-year, I didn't want to disrupt them. I just want to let them grow as well. So it's pretty neat actually to watch what these grapes are doing on their own accord. I literally just randomly had put this bamboo stake in here, and check out this grape. It grew up this vine on its own and into the tree above, which it's pretty neat. I've seen one in the warehouse parking lot that's just smothering out an entire tree. So these guys, you know, in the right circumstance, it's funny how what you perceive to be a weed, you know, is all about what you want, I guess.
They're very happy.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that.
Can't quit you grapes.
No, they have little seeds in them, but you can eat them. You just crunch through them. Not for you.
It's sour.
That one was a little bit sour.
I just like the suck on the skins. Like get the center part out the meat and spit out the
I'm
seeds.
gonna eat that. This one looks good.
Show the raspberries.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
We're making our way up, and so now we're getting higher up into the elevation of the yard, and it's definitely, the drainage is a lot different. You know, things stay a lot drier here.
This is definitely a success story.
The raspberries have been incredible this year. They're starting to die down, but I'm pretty excited. We planted so many different varieties that all throughout the summer we've had different things coming in waves. So we've been just eating berries all summer long, which is really nice.
Yes.
So I think over time, what we're going to continue to do is like kind of try to, there were certain seasons where it was like probably more aggressive. We could cut back on those vines and try to have more consistent yields throughout the summer, where we're trying to feed ourselves. You know, if we were farmers, we might want everything in one yield so that we could harvest and sell. But for us, we're just trying to feed ourselves and our friends as much as possible.
I think our dream setup is to have them grow against the fence as well.
Yeah. Yep.
So good. Mmm. Flip out the squishmallow again.
Oh God, what happened?
Lost the squishmallow.
I'm so sorry, Lou.
Yeah.
There was a squishmallow death today.
Stuffed animal. Yep, Sunny did it.
I'll show you, this is our little path through.
Yeah, the blueberries.
So let's go to the blueberries.
So, come on, Liz. Yeah, these raspberries are going like crazy. They're taking over. All right, tell me what's going on with the blueberries, Matt.
Oh, a lot of bad stuff.
So we'll make a bullet.
Not a lot good. It's a story of neglect and pokeweed. So this is the highest point in the yard, so it stays pretty dry. These blueberries are struggling. The soil, I need to add even more acidic material, some sulfur maybe. I think they've been struggling for a couple of reasons. I think there hasn't been enough mulch layer. From what I've gathered from messing with blueberries for a while, is they do want really acidic soils, and they also do not want weeds. I tend to be someone who's not too stressed about weeds growing around, but I think for blueberries they tend to have really shallow roots, from what I've experienced. And so I was allowing a lot of these heavy perennials to grow right around them. And I think they were getting choked out. So I'm trying to cut back on a lot of this grass, but when I go to rip some of the grass out.
A blueberry!
Yay!
We did it!
That's like my 8th blueberry of the year.
Of course you could have it. Success! Well, we take back everything we said. We're doing it. No, I'm just kidding.
But the challenge
Go
has
ahead,
been,
you
right,
pick
like
it.
getting these guys out, but you pull out these
This
big.
looks really good.
All right, tell us how it is. 10 stars.
10
Wow.
stars.
Wow. Yes, you did it, Matt. It's interesting because
I'm meant
It
hot
feels like they get a good amount of light, but there is actually a lot of cover, so they don't get it for all of the day.
They get good light though. The angle comes in, but I think, check this out. So these were growing all around. They still are, right? Like, and I'm so hesitant to pull up right here because I can feel as I do this, you can see the entire
The roots
blueberry
are
bush.
so shallow.
So what I need to do again is just aggressively weed whack
Weed whack
these
to
guys
zero.
down, weed them down to zero, because like these roots are totally choking out these blueberries.
Wow.
But you can also see, look at the soil. It's very, I don't think they hate the sandy, but they do want some more organic matter mixed in and the acidity too.
Yeah.
So
Maybe in the spring we can do a bunch of
but isn't it like,
compost and
that
build
one-
up a little bit.
hi sweetie. Ah, okay.
That's little princess.
She's always hanging with me.
I know, she's so sweet.
Well,
Oh, everybody's coming.
oh, hey everyone.
See if you've turned up any worms.
It's pretty, and there aren't because it's so dry up here. So we need more organic matter. I need to build the soil up here. I think we just continuously dump more of the guinea pig litter up here too, and some of the chicken coop litter.
That's a great
And then monitor
idea.
the pH and make sure the pH isn't.
The guinea pig litter is a mix of rice hulls, cocoa, biochar, and then of course guinea pig droppings. So it's really light, but very nutrient filled.
Yep.
And the biochar in particular will really help to build up the soil over time because it not only adds structure, but it also can help maintain moisture, which this area needs, and nutrients and microbes and all of that.
Yeah.
So that's a really good input. That's a great idea to start dumping that up here.
This is our soccer field. We had a pretty epic game yesterday. The last summer while we were building the barn, we didn't quite have the time to clear out as much of the leaf litter. So there was a big pile of leaf litter consolidated here, which is why it's not green here.
Yeah.
But I got to show you guys, check out this lawn over here next to where the chicken coop is. It's amazing. So years ago, I planted some creeping fescue, and the way the chickens forage for grass, they just pluck and trim. They've almost selected for like this cutting green short grass over here.
Yeah, it's so funny.
We don't mow it. I do not mow over here. It's just perfect thin cover that's developed, and I can see it now. It's starting to spread out that way. So hopefully next year at this time there'll be a nice thick carpet cover here. Chickens are awesome for maintaining a nice lawn apparently. Because they don't rip the grass up. They just, peck the. They eat the top. They bite they trim.
fertilize.
They cut rather than pull.
Yeah.
So this was the story of a year ago for us. All we were working on is our big coop. And one of the things I love about this is the location we put it in is the highest, driest spot, but also there's some deciduous, leafy trees over here. So in the summertime, it gets some good shade. It never got too crazy hot in here. It was never too concerning. But in the wintertime, those leaves drop off and there's still some good sunlight on this. This area, this coop stays super dry. We've yet to clean it. We're gonna change the bedding in here for the first time.
Yep. We did
It's
the
a
deep
bit of a
litter
mess.
method.
But yeah, we definitely did deep litter. We gotta fix this again. But this coop's been great. I mean, in the summertime, they don't spend much time in here. But already I'm finding as summer's getting later, when I open the coop door, they're not as quick to come out anymore. They're kind of on those colder days. They're like, yeah, I'll take a moment. And so I feel like we have this coop so dialed where it's just not much work anymore for us. You can see actually there's the one thing we need to fill in with a little bit more rice there. I just covered this up, but we have hardware cloth on the undersides. So you can see it's open. I do worry if someone steps on this, it could rip it loose, but this keeps critters from getting in. I wish I'd used a heavier gauge of hardware cloth than I did. I used tighter, holes, but it's a little bit thin. I'm worried about it ripping loose. But they pick, basically the chickens are going to the sides of the coop and they're picking underneath because there's bugs and whatnot. And so they're making that gap, and then if one of us steps in there, I worry about it ripping loose.
Yeah.
So. But we're gonna put some more rice hulls in to fill in those.
We also have another, if it does end up, the animals are able to come in from outside, we could always layer over the top too. You know what I mean? Okay.
What?
Bye, cutie pie.
Oh, that's Cutie Pie, huh? Is she done brooding?
No.
Oh, and most importantly, we have a parkour course.
Yeah, Lucy, show
Lucy,
them how it
can
works.
you do the parkour course and show them the pumpkin?
And the pumpkin is right here.
Boom!
Boom.
Look how big that thing is. Everyone needs a fence pumpkin. Good job. So you're wanting to do, you have to do some tree work. Want to leave the lumber around? Make one heck of a park course.
Hello.
Yeah, on our way out, we'll show you guys our walk. I got to get to work in a sec, so if you guys want me to show you my walk every day, pretty sweet. So I love having this fence here because I get to just snack on my way to work every day.
This is our first year doing a food fence, and it was a rousing success.
And you can see we've started having powdery mildew set in on this. Now you'll see some white stuff on this. That's actually diatomaceous earth. But to me, like the signs of like powdery mildew having been almost is
Right.
a leaf that looks like this. And this actually looks like it showed up, but maybe got killed back a little bit. Then I'm seeing along the fringes a little bit more of it. To be honest, like I could battle this at this point. We're at the end of the year. This cucumber garden isn't getting enough sun to really produce much anymore. I should probably chop the whole thing down so it doesn't produce a ton of powdery mildew to like reinfect it next year, which is probably the case. I think we're gonna try to see if we can get a few more cukes off it before we do. Let's see
Here's
what we
a
got.
giant
Here's
one.
Good looker.
Mine
Sounds like a fresh
on
cube.
it. There's thorns on it.
Now, Mandy, we didn't plant any of these, right?
The tomatoes in front of the sugar snaps, not a one.
So none of these were just from the compost right here. So I'm pretty excited. These are some cool looking varieties. They're like
I don't like the thorns
the
one.
most standard looking tomato I've ever seen. Definitely just weed seeds. So
By the daddy's here.
No, that's a thorn. That's a thorn one.
Oh. Yeah, these are compost tomatoes. Lucy, I love the way you eat that.
a couple banana peppers. I love banana peppers.
Thanks for joining us on a little walk of our suburban farm.
Yeah, this is our 2025 fall tour, so we look forward to doing another one, keeping you guys up to date next year. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.